to say the first day was very shocking. He gets violent if something happens to me, so he runs after them with yelling, "I'll murder you."
I feel safe here. Yeah. I'm able to leave my clothes on the beach and go into the water on my own.
I've never seen so many Russians in my life.
No, okay, but does it bother you? Is it actually still quite nice?
I'm in Nha Trang, Vietnam, and I've noticed there are a lot of Russians over here. There are also a lot of businesses focusing on the Russian tourist. Now I wonder if you should visit Nha Trang on your next trip to Vietnam.
I'm trying to figure out if it's also interesting for tourists who are not Russian to visit Nha Trang. How long have you been here and how many times have you been here?
This is probably my 10th time here. I've been coming here for the last 10 years.
You've noticed probably as well, there are a lot of Russians here, also a lot of businesses orientated for the Russians, let's say.
I had a night getting drunk with some Russians 2 nights ago.
Oh yeah.
And I'm still recovering now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How come you're choosing Nha Trang all the time? Like, why do you come back all the time?
The beach is beautiful here.
Yeah.
There's plenty to do. There's good food. Can't beat it.
Have you been traveling throughout Vietnam?
Yeah, I've been in Vietnam for the last month.
Okay.
But it's my 27th time in Vietnam, so it's like my second home, really.
Right.
Yeah.
So what's your favorite place then? Is it a
Ho Chi Minh
coincidence?
City.
Ah.
Yeah, that's my true home away from home.
How long have you been here now in Nha Trang?
Just 2 nights. There's plenty to do. The Russians are friendly.
Yeah.
Like there's no need to think anything bad about them.
No,
you, you sit at the bar, you chat with them, you'll have a good night with them, I think.
What's the best thing about Nha Trang, you say?
Beach. The beach.
People are planning now their trip in Vietnam. How long should they stay in Nha Trang and what should they
Depends
see?
how long their trip is. So I met an American guy earlier, he's here to Nha Trang for 2 weeks. However long you've got, however much you like the beach, right?
What else is there to see other than the beach in Nha Trang?
The Po Nagar temple. You could go on an excursion to a few islands, do some parasailing. I really enjoyed that. Mud baths, and explore the local food as well.
Is there something that you don't like so much or something that can be improved of the city?
Nothing springs to mind.
No.
Not off the top of my head, no.
Yeah. You think it's also a safe city, I can imagine?
I feel safe here.
Yeah.
I'm able to leave my clothes on the beach and go into the water on my own, so...
There you go.
Yeah, I've never been scammed, I've never had anything bad happen to me. I feel safe and comfortable here.
So should people visit Nha Trang, Vietnam?
Definitely should visit Nha Trang.
Okay.
Eat the bun ka number 79. It's a fish and fish cake noodle soup with jellyfish and seaweed.
Alright.
So good.
Thank you, man.
Yeah.
Do you have a message to the world or some wisdom to pass
Come
on?
to Vietnam.
This channel is based in Thailand. I'm showing you the beauty of Southeast Asia and I'm meeting a lot of interesting people along the way, doing these street interviews to get a better understanding of what each place is like in Southeast Asia.
Me and my husband are staying here. We personally just find it very good for our lifestyle and goals. I mean, it's not too big, but it's not too small to not be called a city.
Okay.
There are still some activities. It's a beautiful nature. The beach is amazing. A lot of gyms. Not a lot of comparing to bigger cities, but
So how long have you been here?
around 5 months.
In Nha Trang?
Yeah, 5 months.
Have you been to Da Nang?
No, my friends been there and they say different things. Some people like Da Nang better because it's bigger and more social and more activities, I guess. When it comes to the beach, everyone says that Nha Trang wins. We were planning to travel a little bit more around, but honestly, when we visited Nha Trang, we were like, let's stay here for longer.
Yeah. And the first impressions of the city, I know maybe your husband is Russian, it doesn't really matter that there are many Russians in my...
He's Norwegian.
Oh yeah, okay. So how do you...
My mom is half Russian, half Ukrainian, so I know the Russian, yeah.
Oh, you speak Russian as well?
I speak
So
Russian.
you
but I'm
speak
from
Russian?
Georgia.
Yeah, okay. Do you speak Russian on a daily basis over here?
Not really. I'm speaking mostly English because actually a lot of Russians also, not a lot of, but the group that we might sometimes tend to meet, they speak English fluently, so it's not a problem. But sometimes I speak Russian, depends.
Yeah, and how about in Vietnamese? Do you speak Vietnamese at all?
No, no, just Georgian, English and Russian. There are not many Vietnamese as I see, like my age and older, who speak fluent English.
How about Nha Trang and maybe the downsides of Nha Trang, or some things that we should expect coming here?
Okay, honestly, that happened to me once, and I don't think it's a common thing because I never heard, never seen since, but they backsnatched me on the scooter. They dragged me actually, but I had the leather bag, which they didn't manage to steal anything. It was a funny situation. My husband is like a big guy, and he gets violent if something happens to me, so he runs after them with yelling, "I'll murder you," so they let me go. And we kind of both, like, he runs after them, I jump up, run after. No injuries, nothing significant, but those were more like teenagers. They didn't look like old or anything like a gang. They looked like teenagers, but apparently, be careful, like you see this bag. Just since then I bought this one, and I've been fine.
Yeah. Was that happening during the night or during the day?
Yeah, it was during the night. It was empty road, and it was not complete. There were some people, and there was like me and my husband and our friend.
Yeah.
And
Wow, it's-
we were walking a little bit more on the roads. And yeah, it's just they probably saw the opportunity. So as I said, I never heard about anything like that since. So I don't think that's a common problem in
Yeah,
Vietnam in
okay.
general, and especially in the Trang.
I think it's quite safe, isn't it?
Yeah. It's just a warning. It's just good to be aware because those are very good. Your everything important is here and you're safe just from some inconvenience.
How about the police? Did you contact the police at all after this happened?
I didn't. I just made the post in the Trang expat groups just to warn people.
Yeah.
Since I wasn't, they didn't steal anything, and we couldn't possibly track. There were we checked the cameras, the possibility of being the cameras being there, but there was nothing. So I don't think that we could even track down. I think I just warned some people to be careful with it.
Well, you did that again, so thank you so much for doing that. Is there anything else that you can think of that we should know about Nha Trang?
I think it's just a wonderful, chill place with positive people, and if you, there is a reasonable amount of partying opportunities and basically doing everything you want. If you're more like a bigger city person, might not like it that much, but if you like small town, with beautiful nature, the beach and food and all positives mostly. Yeah, it's for the quiet and chill lifestyle. It's quite good.
It's my second time in the Chang. I actually live in Hanoi.
How come you revisited here?
I just liked it, man. I liked the vibe. I thought it was, nice beach, city vibes as well. So, yeah, man, lots to do.
This city is kind of famous for the amount of Russians that are here. Russians are pretty much everywhere. Is it also a pleasant place to visit if you're not Russian? That's the main question.
Yeah, 100%, man. I was out last night having some beers with the Russian guys, man, and they're a cool vibe, mate. Yeah, very welcoming,
So there is maybe a bad stigma about the Russians, and that might be wrong, isn't it?
Yeah, I'd say so, definitely, man. Yeah. Like I say, there's a Russian bar opposite my hotel, and all the guys in there were just vibing, man.
Are there any other things in Nha Trang that are special and that makes you return to this city?
Man, the restaurants, the food's banging here.
Yeah.
I'm literally just going to go get some lunch now, man. I'm looking forward to it.
Is it different than up north?
Yeah, I would say there's more like Western restaurants here. I think they're tailoring to the Russian market as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, definitely the weather's much better down here than the north. Less pollution as well, which is always a positive.
What's the best thing about Nha Trang?
Best thing, the weather, man. The weather and the beach.
Yeah.
100%.
And is there something that you don't like so much?
Honestly, I don't have anything bad to say about it, man. I really don't.
You are 1 month in Nha Trang.
Yeah.
You like it so much, or do you have to be here?
No, I've been backpacking for 5 years, and it's nice to stop.
Wow. 5 years of backpacking. Where have you been?
All around.
What's the best thing that you experienced so far?
It's difficult to say just one. Enjoying every place and also adapting to the differences that you find along the road. I've been mostly here in Vietnam, in Nepal and in India.
You have not been to Cambodia or Laos, Vietnam?
Not yet, no.
Oh, okay.
No.
So where have you been in Vietnam?
I've been to Hanoi, and then I was going around the little countryside there. And then I came here and I was like, okay, now I can rest a little.
I actually make this video because people can expect a lot of Russians over here, and there are a lot of businesses are thriving on Russian tourism.
Yeah.
So do you think it is also interesting to visit if you're not Russian?
Well, I have to say the first day was very shocking, especially coming from Hanoi. I realized, oh my God, why am I in Russia all of a sudden?
Oh yeah? Okay.
But because I'm not staying here, I'm in the south of the town, which is calmer. But everything is Russian there. Of course, I would recommend just to go over the shock the first few days.
Yeah. So that's also why I make this video, so people actually enjoy. I like Nha Trang actually very much. I can imagine why people are like, ooh, I want to be in Vietnam, not in Russia kind of thing. But you say if you look through that, it's actually a nice place to stay.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you think it's better than Da Nang?
I haven't been in Da Nang for that long, so I really could not make the comparison. But for sure, I preferred it to India.
One interaction with the local person, doesn't matter where, that is really standing out. There's something that's really memorizable.
I guess sometimes, for example, there are old ladies that they just come and hug me, or that I have curly hair, so sometimes I see moms that just touch my hair all the time. It really goes over the cultural and language barrier because I don't speak that good Vietnamese yet. but it's beautiful that then with the eyes or something, it becomes something beautiful. And kids.
Yeah, the kids are lovely
yeah.
also. Right? So, is there something that you don't like so much about Nha Trang? Something that people can expect that you don't really see on, I don't know if you're a lot on social media, but whatever you don't hear about Nha Trang.
It's a big city for me. I'm not used to being in the big city. But it's the first city that I don't feel too overwhelmed also as well.
Yeah,
Maybe because people are not very invasive, or even as a tourist they don't really push you or something. So no, I would say, as I said at the beginning, this shock at the first that you see, oh my God, is this Vietnam or is this Russia? And that's it.
That's it. Okay. Thank you so much. That was very helpful. Do you have a message to the world or some wisdom to pass on?
Yes, it's very important to keep on believing in those dreams, even when it feels like they are very far. In reality, we are telling ourselves lies so that we don't make them happen, but actually we can do anything we want.
In Nha Trang, a couple days, first time.
And how do you like it so far?
That's all right, not bad. We just came from Ho Chi Minh, so that's it so far.
I figured that there are a lot of Russians over here, and I tried to figure out if it's also interesting for other people other than Russians to visit Nha Trang. What do you think?
We just wanted to break up the travel on the way up to Hoi An, but yeah, I've never seen so many Russians in my life.
No, okay, but does it bother you, or is it actually still quite nice?
It's fine, there's plenty of other places with plenty of other nationalities, so it's fine.
So you like it here so far?
Yeah, it's chill. I think the city's nice. I mean, like every country, Australians go to Bali, do you know what I mean? And there's heaps of Australians there.
Yeah.
Like a lot of countries have these places that they go to where they just flood it.
I want to give a good picture of what Nha Trang is like to the viewers. Can you describe Nha Trang a little bit?
Hotels by the beach.
Yeah?
It's like a resort town, it feels very much like. But I mean, you don't have to go far in to find some just proper Vietnamese stuff, you know what I mean? Like,
do you like the city? Is it a beautiful, clean city, safe city?
yeah, it's safe. I mean, no safety concerns in Vietnam for us.
Should you visit Nha Trang if you are not Russian? I think you should visit it no matter what, if you're Russian or not. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comments if you have experienced Nha Trang and did you like it or did you not like it? Let me know. Thank you all for watching till the very end. I'd like to say from Nha Trang, Vietnam, bye for now and stay champ.